Well, welcome to First Off the Bikes Trial 101. With me is Andrew Jones from Cyclesport.
Morning, Tim.
Morning, Andrew. Today we're going to talk about saddle selection, what to know, what not to know when purchasing a saddle for triathlon.
Thanks, Tim. We're talking tri-saddles. There's really been no topic that causes more pain and more angst and, well, more flat-out agony in triathlon than finding a saddle, particularly for the long course guys and girls. There's no easy way to say it, but 180k in an aero position really isn't a recipe for being all that comfortable, and there's just no getting around that. With that being said though, there's a couple of provisos. Your tri-saddle shouldn't hurt, and above all else, it shouldn't make you numb. Let's talk a little bit of medicine. Far from me being a doctor, but what I'm told is there's a bunch of nerves and a bunch of blood supplies that all sit underneath your pelvic bones, and be you a guy or be you a girl, they're fairly instrumental to all of the things that make life good. Now, if you're getting numb from a saddle, it means that not only are you pushing in on the blood vessels and cutting off blood flow, but you're also potentially doing nerve damage, and that leads us down to impotence territory. So for all of those reasons, and we don't want to go there, we want to find a seat that is relatively comfortable and certainly doesn't cause any numbness at all. Now at this point, everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats going, wow, what is this saddle? And unfortunately, I don't know. For each individual, it's different. I wish there was a predictive model in our industry that said this is the saddle for you, but sadly at the moment, it just doesn't exist. So really, trial and error is probably going to be your best bet, although there are a small group of fairly tri-specific saddles, and they usually work better. The one that I had in my hand just before was a Physique Arione, and that's a fairly traditional model of a tri-saddle where they've tried to use padding to solve the problem. So broadly, it's a fairly padded out saddle. We've had some more developments done in tri-saddles, this sort of thing from Specialized, where it's not padded at all. It's quite a hard seat, but it's a different shape and it repositions under your sit bones. So it's particularly good in terms of not causing those medical issues that we spoke about earlier. But again, it's not necessarily going to be comfortable for everybody. So what we want the saddle to do is we want it to support your body. We definitely want it not to cause numbness. We would hope that it doesn't cause pain. And you're basically just looking for something that's going to be comfortable, be it a 20k sprint or a 180k Ironman. There's even been some rather interesting sort of developments now where we're seeing combinations of both padding and shape saddles coming out. The Adamo and the Cobb are two that spring to mind. And again, I don't have a really strong view about one saddle being better or worse than another. I'm only interested if that saddle is actually comfortable for you. And that's the goal, finding a seat that doesn't hurt and doesn't make you numb.